Where we stand in Vietnam.
In the final analysis, it's their war. They're the ones who have to win it or lose it. We can help them, we can give them equipment, we can send our men out there as advisors, but they have to win it, the people of Vietnam, against the communists.
The explosion of events has given the ring of anachronism and ancient history to those words 4 years ago of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. These are U.S. soldiers fighting on Vietnam's front lines. They are giving their lives. They are not just giving their advice. To a degree never foreseen by Kennedy, we hold the destiny of Vietnam in our hands, and it holds ours. 500,000 American troops, 14,000 American dead, $50 billion American dollars later, the war in Vietnam is no longer simply their war to win or lose, it's ours as well. And it has become the most divisive in 100 years of American history. Is it a war that we are winning? Can progress be measured? Do the results match the effort? These are the subjects of this broadcast tonight. When President Johnson made the fateful decision in 1965 to throw in a great weight of American power, South Vietnam had only 2 airfields which could take a jet airplane. Today, there are 10, loud with aircraft of every description. $5,000 aircraft, which come in 50 varieties of planes and 15 different kinds of helicopters. Bases, not only for offensive sorties and for the supply of military hardware, but for that software, which is the most precious of military commodities, the soldier. With the one-year tour of duty in Vietnam, 500,000 men come into the country every year, and 500,000 men go out again, many of them in planes chartered from the big airlines. One difficulty in coming to grips with the reality of Vietnam is that our official prophecies have tended to outpace our progress. Sweeping predictions have been followed by modest results, sometimes even by setbacks. At the beginning of the year, Ambassador Henry Cabot Lodge was asked about our military prospects for 1967.
Well, this is very dangerous business for a public official to get into, but it's a very fair question. It's a very fair question. I would expect the percentage rate of American casualties to go down in '67. I would expect the conventional military war to achieve very sensational results in '67.
However the future looked to Ambassador Lodge in January, the fact is that so far in 1967, the number of U.S. troops killed in Vietnam has nearly doubled, and the percentage rate of casualties has not gone down. The military results in 1967 have been somewhat less than sensational. One of the reasons that forecasts about Vietnam are dangerous is that you can always find evidence to support what you want to believe on either side. Without taking sides, it is the observation of this reporter that militarily things are better than when I was in Vietnam 6 months ago, better than they were a year ago. Progress has not been sensational. It is painful, it is spotty, but it is visible. We may even be, as is officially claimed again, on the verge of much more rapid progress. Now, this is not a military map. It is more important, it is a population map. These symbols represent the hamlets of South Vietnam and who controls them, what the war is really about. They range from A hamlets, which are completely under government control, to V hamlets, which are completely under VC control. There are now more relatively secure hamlets and fewer VC hamlets, one sign of progress. The biggest concentration of Viet Cong hamlets is down here in the thickly populated delta, what is called the Fourth Corps area in Vietnam. The Fourth Corps is almost entirely a South Vietnamese Army show. There's never been more than one U.S. brigade down there, although more U.S. troops may be put in. The South Vietnamese Army has been mounting larger operations in the Delta and reporting diminished Viet Cong effectiveness. But they've made slow headway in winning back the populated areas. In some, only modest progress down here so far. Things have gone somewhat better in the Third Corps, which includes the capital of Saigon. 3 U.S. divisions and a U.S. brigade plus 3 South Vietnamese divisions have been busy here. The threat to Saigon itself has measurably decreased. More population has been brought under government control, and U.S. commanders think that we're poised for even better things. However, the 1st Division has just had a bloody encounter with the revived Viet Cong 271st Regiment, which shows that the enemy is by no means in eclipse. Still, we claim substantial progress in Third Corps.
Oh my God, Wang's in bed. I'm gonna get my fire in there. Yeah, that's fine. Just wait inside.
The most solid gains of all have been made in the large but thinly populated Second Corps area. Here, our big unit actions in the wide open spaces of 2 Corps have, for the time being at least, gained the upper hand. Take the big province of Binh Dinh, which is in there. A year ago, only 25% of its million inhabitants were under government control. Now, 70% are. Good progress in 2 Corps. But in the First Corps, what we call I Corps in Vietnam, the picture is very different. Here, closest to North Vietnam itself, the enemy, who is operating on short lines of communication, has been able to pin down the U.S. Marines and the U.S. Army and South Vietnamese Army units rushed up to help them. Casualties have been heavy and pacification has ground to a halt. Fighting has been severe throughout the whole of I Corps, but what has caught the imagination is the almost conventional warfare just south of the DMZ, the only battlefield where the enemy can fight with artillery.
Fuck. Colby, come over here.